Good morning, everybody, and welcome back down to the Park Baseball 27 with the Colorado Rockies, where we are ready for opening day, taking on the Miami Marlins with Kyle Freeland pitching against Yuri Perez. Now, we are going to play around a little bit with the lineup, but we are going to kind of go with these 9 starters along with Freeland. And the Marlins, are another team that are not considered to be that great. Right, I am going to go. We're at Low Depot Park, so I believe that means we're on the road. Right, so we'll go Tovar, Gunman, Doyle, Castro, Beck. Roomfield, Karros, but we'll go Moniak and McCarthy to lead off. So you can see the game does give you, right, your defensive ratings kind of here on the field, right? So you can see they have Jacob Arce. He's pretty good defensively. Ruiz and Stowers, so they're pretty good defensively all over the place. Average to above average everywhere. You can see Moniak 55 power, 55 contact, and 60 power. So we're going to get ready again. Here we are, opening day, 72 degrees, partly cloudy sky. It's time for baseball. Pitch in there for strike 1, 2-2 to Moniak, and he goes after a curveball downstairs. Let's see, McCarthy, 55 contact. So 5-pitch strikeout to start the season for the Rockies. Another first pitch strike, 1-2 pitch to McCarthy, and he misses. Tovar now, 1-1 pitch, so at least we're going to hit something. So we ground out to Norby at third base, so we go 1-2-3 to start the season for the Colorado Rockies. Not exactly, the best start. You can see defensively, we're also decent. Doyle's great in center field. Tovar and Karros are pretty good on the left side of the infield. McCarthy also pretty good on the left side of the diamond in left field. Moniak is all right on defense. Castro's all right. Roomfield is not great defensively, though, at first base. 3-2 pitch to Ruiz. And, of course, we give up a hit right away. And Ruiz steals second. So, again, we are just off to a fantastic start as the Rockies. 3-2 pitch to Edwards. Thankfully, Moniak is able to catch it and right. So we have 1 on at second base. And 1 out, and we've already... How have we already made 20 pitches? What the heck? And dear God, Goodman can't throw anybody out. So we're down 1-0 because Hunter Goodman can't throw anybody out, and Ruiz stole 2 bases. That is just... Okay. Anyways. We suck. And I know we suck. But Still. Hunter Goodman now stands in to lead off the top of the second. And he pops out. Doyle flies out to Ruiz. 3-2 pitch to Castro. And he flies out to center. So we haven't got a hit yet. We've barely made him throw 20 pitches. Kyle Freeland threw well over 20 pitches in the first inning. Connor Norby now up for the Marlins, the 1-0 pitch. And we give up another base hit. Although Cassie does hit into a double play, so the Marlins do go down in order. And it's still 1-0 in favor of the Marlins. Jordan Beck leads off now, the top of the third, with the Rockies looking for a first base runner, but this is going to be a strikeout. Roomfield out at the plate again. He's made 26 pitches, 3 strikeouts, no hits. I'm just trying to see if we could maybe, get his pitch count up a little bit. The answer to that's no, because he is just pounding the plate with strikes because we can't hit. Doyle makes the catch at deep center. And another base hit for the Marlins. What? So we strike out Ruiz. I don't know why the fact that he missed the bunt was worth us pausing the game, but okay. Pitching to Xavier Edwards now, the 0-2 pitch. And again, guess what? It's another base hit. This time it's a 2-out double. 3-2 pitch to Stowers. And thankfully we strike him out, so it stays a 1-0 lead for Miami, but we 3-2 pitch to Modiak. And we get a base hit. Mickey Modiak slides in with a leadoff double. There we go. At least we have a base runner. Only took us to the 4th inning, but let's see, Moniak, 80 speed, 65 stealing. Don't think I'll try to have him steal third, but we're going to try to bunt, see if Modiak can get to third. And we foul it off. We're going to try to bunt again. And he fouls it off again. Just... Tovar signals to center. RBI single by Ezekiel Tovar, and it's 1-1. There we go. I am still in disbelief that McCarthy could not get a bunt down. Not like... Anyway, we now have 2 hits. And Yuri Perez is now up to 44 pitches, so he's averaging 11 pitches an inning. Tovar can run a little bit. He's not a great base stealer, but he can run a little bit. 2-2 to Goodman, and he strikes out. We have now struck out 6 times. We've recorded 11 outs, and over half of them are strikeouts. Do I hear 7? 1-1 pitch to Doyle, so the answer is no. 50% of our outs have been strikeouts, though. Okay. The 1-0 pitch to Ramirez here at the bottom of the 4th. And another hit for the Marlins. 1-1 pitch to Marseille. And we balk. We're doing so well. (3-2) to Norby. 6 base hits now for the Marlins. So we come back and tie the game, and what do? We immediately give up 2 hits, give up a balk, and haven't even got 2 outs yet. But there's a second out. Whoop-de-doo. And again, we're bad. I know we're bad. But damn. Can we, pretend we don't suck? We do strike out 2 Marlins. It's 2-1. Miami after 4. (3-2) pitch. We ground out to 3rd. I mean, to be honest, I'm just happy we made contact with the ball. Because again, 50% of our outs so far have been strikeouts. Here comes the strikeout. No. We've actually made contact a couple of times. Never mind. Okay. For some reason, we go 3-2 on Griffin Kodai, but Freeland strikes him out. If I'm lucky, he's going to go 5 because he's up to 83 pitches. Another hit for the Marlins. Ruiz advances to second. There are 2 outs. I mean, if he could get Stowers, again, we're only going to get 5 innings out of him. Five innings, if he goes 5, gives up 2 earned runs. It's not a quality start, but if he could get Stowers. Groovefield is there on the right side. Infield is 2-1. We have struck out 7 times. 8 times. Moniak blasts his second double of the game. He has 2 hits. The rest of the team has 1. Two one to McCarthy. And he grounds to Lopez, but he bungles it for an error. So we have 3 hits and they have an error, and we have 1 run. Now again, McCarthy and Moniak can really, really run. But in theory, my best 2 hitters are 2 of my best hitters are coming up in Tovar Goodman. We are also I mean, the Marlins do go. They go righty, lefty, righty, lefty, righty, lefty. I guess we'll warm up Keegan Thompson. Okay, so there we go. It's a wild pitch. Moniak and McCarthy both advance. So we can't hit into a double play. Tovar has an RBI ground out. And it is now 2-2. McCarthy's still in scoring position with 2 outs now at the top of the 6th. We still have 3 hits. Can Hunter Goodman do anything? The answer is no. We have struck out 9 times. Hunter Goodman has 2 of them. We are 3 for 22 with 9 strikeouts. 3 for 22. 3 for 22. Three for 22. That is just... Freeland says he's nowhere out of gas, but you know what, dude? You're leaving. Keegan Thompson will come in. 31-year-old right-hander. Extreme fly ball, and he sucks. But again, pretty much everybody sucks for the Rockies pitching staff. So... 0-2 pitch to Ramirez. Got Ramirez to chase. Marisse, we will pitch to contact. 2-2 pitch. Flies out to McCarthy. Then now we've got Connor Norby. The 0-1 to Norby. Gives up a 2 out, 0-1 pitch for a home run. Good job, Keegan. Good job. You know what I love about right now the Rockies? One, we suck. But like literally, top of the fourth, we tie the game at 1. What happens at the bottom of the fourth? We give up the lead to lose again. Top of the 6th, we tie the game. What happens at the bottom of the 6th? Give up a run to lose again. Like that is what bad teams do, and we are definitely a bad team. The frustrating part is it's not like the Marlins are that good. They do have a good bullpen. We do not. Doyle is up 1-0 count, the 1-0 count to Doyle, and we get a leadoff walk on 4 pitches. Anthony Bender now in for the Marlins in relief at the top of the 7th. I mean, Doyle has 55 speed. He does have 70 stealing ability, though. What is the Marlins catcher's rating to term catcher arm? 55. We're going to try to steal second. And Doyle steals second base, and it is now 2-0 on Willie Castro. Can we potentially get a game-tying run? 2-0 pitch to Castro, now 2-1. Castro singles to left. Doyle does not try to score. So we have 4 hits now. Castro also has pretty decent speed. So I do think one of the things it looks like we'll do with the Rockies is we'll try to be pretty aggressive on the base paths. Beck strikes out. Castro to second. Roomfield to first. Doyle's at third. Karros is at the plate with his 45 contact. Good Lord. Karros singles. Doyle scores. Castro somehow does not decide to try to score. So we've singled twice with men in scoring position, and we have not advanced more than one station. Andrew Nardi is now into pitch to Bodiak. Probably because Bodiak and McCarthy are both lefties. You know, I'll give the Rockies this. We're not good. But we're showing a little bit of fight. We're showing a little bit of fight. We are also going to get Carson Palmquist is decent. Well, his ratings are. He's one of our better pitchers. Brennan Bernardino. Also not awful for us. I mean, again, for us being the key word. Actually, we'll see what happens. We'll take the pitch. We do have Bernardino warming up because we could hit it to a double play. Moniak has 2 over 5 hits. This is a big moment in the game, right? It's 3-3, bases loaded, 1 out. 2-0 count. 1 out. Top of the 7th. 2-1 to Moniak. There we go. Mickey Moniak singles to left. Again, we continue to play station to station. But Colorado Rockies have strung a few hits together. We now have 6 hits. Mickey Moniak is 3 for 4 with an RBI. Jake McCarthy now with 50 contact, not a lot of power. Let's see if we can work it count a little bit. 0-1 pitch to McCarthy. Ruiz makes a shoestring catch. That is unfortunate. That is unfortunate. Like, if we could get an extra base hit, we could blow the game open a little bit. Tovar, bases loaded, 2 outs. Strikeout. Nope, just flies out to left. So we do score, but one of the things that was a little frustrating was we just did not run. Like, we had opportunities potentially to try to score more than 1 run, but we didn't. We just played station to station, which is whatever. We're going to pitch to Lopez with Thompson. And he does throw him out. So we now have Griffin Conine up. And then we go Ruiz, who's a righty. Edwards is a switch hitter that Stowers. I think after 1 1/3 innings by Keegan Thompson, 1 hit, 1 earned run. We're going to call it good. So Brennan Bernardino is going to come in. And the Marlins counter with a change to Christopher Morel. Two-two pitch by Bernardino. And Morel is set down on strike. So their benching of Conine ends up not helping them very much. And Ruiz is now up with 2 outs and nobody on in the bottom of the 7th inning. McCarthy takes charge and Ruiz is retired. Bernardino comes in, gets 2 quick outs. The 1-0 pitch to Goodman. And he grounds out to Edwards. Goodman has not done anything at the plate. And he also hasn't thrown out a base runner yet. Marseille gets it in center field off the bat of Doyle. Let's see. We are going to go down here to the bullpen. Tomiyuki Sugano is very crap. I'm not really sure why we wanted to sign him. Jimmy Hergert. Extreme fly ball side. Like, what is it with the Rockies getting all these fly ball people? I guess Brebbia and I guess Jimmy. One-two pitch to Castro, probably a strikeout. Yep. Bernardino now facing Edwards. 2-2 to Edwards at the bottom of the 8th. Strikes out Xavier Edwards. And the Marlins do make another substitution. So now Heribito Hernandez is in. We've had a good appearance off the mound here for Brennan Bernardino. 1 inning, he has struck out 2 guys. Jimmy Herget is going to come into the game, though. Again, we have struck out 11 times. They've struck out 10 times. But they are also 8 for 29, where I'm 6 for 31. And Bernardino came in, faced 3 batters, struck out 2. Freeland, not a great start, right? 5 innings, 7 hits, 2 earned runs, but honestly, we'll take that. So again, Hergert's taking on Hernandez. Bottom of the 8th, 1 out, 2-2 pitch. Well hit to left, but McCarthy does bring it down. Agustin Ramirez now at the plate. He has 45 contact, 55 power. 1-2 to Ramirez. And Herget strikes him out. Pete Fairbanks in for the Marlins. Trying to keep it a 1-run game. And Victor Vodnik is going to warm up for the Colorado Rockies. Vodnik is our closer. Not great control. Sinker and a slider are pretty decent. Ground ball pitcher. Oh my God, we have a ground ball pitcher. Like that is a miracle. Two from Fairbanks. We strike out. 3-2 from Fairbanks to Rufield. Really? Rufield with a double. That's a little surprising. But I will definitely take it. So now we have Karros, who can't really hit. It's a pretty good pitcher for the Marlins. One pitch. Deep center. Marseille will catch it. God, that would have been that. Could have maybe advanced, but again, Rufield doesn't really run that well. 1-2 for Demodiak. Strikeout. No? Does fly out to deep right, but so we strand the runner. All right. We are going to Can we make a substitution? There should be a thing where you're allowed to make a substitution. I'm not really. Oh, there it is. You just click on the logo. Okay. Julian, 6'2". Can he play first base? No. Cannot play first base at all. Okay. Ken Lopez. Second base or shortstop. He can play really well. Okay. I don't want to move Tovar. Can Castro play first base at all? No. Okay, well, here's what we're going to do. Can Braxton play first base? No. Okay. Yeah, here's what we're going to do. We're going to move Willie Castro to first base. He is 6'1", so he's got the height. And then we're going to sub Nicky Lopez in for Roomfield. And he's going to play second base. Okay, Jordan Beck play first base. No. Okay. And now Vodnik's going to come in now because we have a ground ball pitcher. Now the problem is, of course, Castro really can't play at first base. Well, we do have a save situation. Again, Bernardino Herget pitched pretty well for us. I mean, even Thompson gave it 1 hit on 1 run. Our bullpen so far has been pretty good. We've got 3 innings. We've allowed 1 run on 1 hit, struck out 4. Marlins bullpen also has got 3 innings, given up 4 hits and 1 run. So can Victor close it out? 2-2 pitch to Marseille. Lead-off single. 3-2 pitch to Dorby. And a walk. So it looks like Vodnik's going to come in and blow the game. Nice. 0-1 to Cassie. Flies out to Doyle. 2-2 to Hicks. Strikes him out. All right. We've got Matthew Etzel, 40 contact, 40 power. Marseille can really run. But a chance for the Rockies to come from behind and get a victory on the road to start the season. 0-2 to Etzel. Castro makes the field. The guy who can't play first base. And the Colorado Rockies start the season 1-0. Rockies play opening day for the Marlins and their fans. The fans brought the energy and enthusiasm to Miami Marlins home opener. Yuri Perez started for the home team against Kyle Freeland for the Colorado Rockies. The Marlins were unable to reward the home crowd with a win. The final score was 4-3 Colorado. Connor Norby, though, was impressive. Earning his first save of the year was Victor Vodnik. Who knows how it would have ended had it not been for Mickey Moniak, the 27-year-old right fielder. Stroked a run-scoring single at the top of the seventh inning to put Colorado up 4-3 for the game. He was 3 for 5, including 2 doubles and 1 single. Good to get a win, said Moniak, but it's a long season. This is true. So again, Freeland did not factor into the decision, but he pitched reasonably well. Thompson is now 1-0 on the season. Bernardino and Herget have holds, and Vodnik with the save. Doyle did have a stolen base. Roomfield went 1 for 3 with a walk and a strikeout. Beck went 0 for 4 with 3 strikeouts. Castro went 1 for 4. Doyle went 0 for 3 with a walk and a run scored. Goodman 0 for 4 with 2 Ks. Tovar went 1 for 4 with 2 RBIs, did leave 4 on base. McCarthy went 0 for 4 with 2 Ks. Moniak again had 3 of our 7 hits. Karros also went 1 for 4 with 2 Ks. We struck out 12 times. The Marlins struck out 10. We left 15 on base. They left 16. We walked twice. They walked once. So a good opening day victory for the Colorado Rockies. Now, Sandy Alcantara is a lot better than Jose Quintana. I might move around my rotation a little bit. I might go Lorenzen just so we're not, lefty, and then righty. Let's take a look at these two guys. Pearson, he's not ever going to pitch, and he is terrible. Jeff Criswell, again, awful. But that's where we're going to end up our second episode. I think it went a little bit closer to an hour length. But again, Rockies start the year 1-0. We have $8.7 million available, 400,000 for extensions, though. That is pretty terrible. But a nice opening day victory for the Rockies. I'm not expecting a whole lot from this team, but they went 43 and 119 last year. Again, the goal this year is to win 50 games or more. I don't know why we want. Oh wait, that's because it's an inbox. Sean Duncan, 17-year-old lefty, 1.5 stars. We think he could be 3.5. He's a long, lean, athletic starting pitcher who's born in the United States. At his peak, his repertoire should include a plus changeup, a plus fastball, and a plus slider. As he develops command, problems are expected to continue to plague him with walks a problem. Doyle or Duncan should end up near the top of any major league rotation. So we think he's going to have 3+ pitches, but he's going to have problems with walks. Oh, that's a prospect pipeline. Okay, yeah, my bad. Rookie draft. Draft pool. You can look for college players. Okay, we want to upgrade first base. We'll take a quick look at first baseman. Is there anybody at first base who we think is going to be good? Couple guys who are not terrible. So we'll end the episode there. We'll play around. We're going to scout a few first basemen and see if maybe there's like a college hitter, right, who we think. Jimmy Keen. Oh, he's a catcher who could play first base. Alex Boucher. Potentially has some power. He's going to strike out a lot, though. That is too much swing and a miss. Brady Bellinger. A little bit better defensively. Always look to when the pressure side of the game is on the line. And a little bit better, potential at the plate. When it comes to his approach. Not very good defensively, though, but Henry Ford. A little bit better defensively, or versatile, I guess I should say. Sam Harris. Better eye, a little bit worse power, but again, just not a lot of pop. Ken Bunt, though, and again, I'm also looking at these guys in terms of their ability to play defense, and it's just not very impressive. Dominic Hellman, might be able to live with that. Can run a little bit. Spots need improvement, but always at others. What? I don't know what that means. Spots needed improvement, but always in others. What does that mean? He's like always complaining about others when he needs to improve? Is that what that means? Jaden Hilton, a lot of power, really good defensively. Really, really good defensively. Power potential, can run a little bit. I will scout him just because he could play quarter outfields and he could also play first base, so it gives us some versatility. I don't really like the bat, though. Malavi Laveau. (6'1", 215). Now, actually, I like him. Can't run that well, but he can play defense, and he's a little bit better of like a contact guy. Not a lot of power, but a little bit more puts the ball in play. And we'll take a look at one more guy here, maybe two. Colin Priest. Good eye, not great contact, but oh my goodness, he cannot play defense. Camden Koziel, oh wait, he's a second baseman. Masquerading as somebody who can play first. All right, so that's going to do it, for us here in episode 2. Thank you, everybody. Take care. Stay safe, and I will talk to you all later.